How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Tressa's Collectibles gameplay video. My name is Mike, and joining me today, as always, is...
Randall, aka Shizukatz. What's going on, guys?
And starting the first game of our Arifureta gameplay block, we are going to be featuring a Arifureta mirror match, different builds, but the same series, obviously. On my end, or let's start with you, Randall. What are we playing here today?
Sure. So this is going to be the build that we recently showcased in our deck profile, which is going to be the level 1 UA 2 Soul into the level 3 Shea Goldbar. So the UA 2 Soul is an on-cancel combo that lets you get a ton of resources, but it does require you to have the level 0 UA drop search in memory that comes from the trial deck. So we are going to be running a full 4 copies of this UA, trying to see her within a reasonable amount of time in the early game, get her into memory, and then just slam jam 2 Soul. And then
Exactly.
this deck is basically just it's basically just a balls to the wall, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna kill them deck, because this deck runs 2 Soul at level 1, and then it has a level 3 game with like no healers. It's literally just you play Shea, who can use her effect to free summon another character. So you summon another Shea, who summons another Shea, who summons an on-play burner, and then any extra stock, you just do more on-play burners, and it's just like, I am going to swing at you like 6 times and burn you a couple times as well. Like that's the plan.
Alright, on my end, I'm going to be playing a completely different archetype, and it is a pretty kind of Bushiro design archetype. This is the 8 door build with the level 1 door UA and the level 3 rare Hajime. The level 1 door UA has a climax combo where when I play the proposal climax, I can reveal or resonate with the level 3 climax combo Hajime to reveal to look at the top card of my deck, and then if it's a tortoise character, add it to my hand. If it's not, I can mill it, or I have to mill it, right?
Yeah.
And then I can blind stock 1 from the top of deck afterwards, and this all happens when I play the climax. So you can top check, add a hand if it's a character, blind stock, top check, blind stock, top check, blind stock per every copy of your UA. This whole entire deck basically has synergy with just playing a bunch of doors and playing this specific level 3 Hajime. So for example, we have this level 0 UA, which is an on-play Akatsuki, not something that we really see in set design anymore, but this on-play Akatsuki does need to reveal the Hajime in your hand alongside discarding a card. If we do, we can just top check 4 and add any tortoise character. We also have a very specific brainstorm that works with this deck, which is a tap self mill 5 brainstorm, but it only checks for door, but for every door we hit, we do get to salvage any character. She also has a really cool effect where when one of our opponent's cards is sent to memory, then we can choose one of our characters and they get 2k for the turn. So in the deck, we have a good amount of ways to send cards to memory to be able to get gigantic buffs of power, while at the same time disrupting our opponents. If they have like lingering effects on the opponent's turn, we can kind of get rid of that as well. So, very straightforward deck, but I'm excited to see how it'll perform against your plus 2 Soul.
Level 3.
Oh yeah, the level 3. The level 3, it's a really cool combo. Oh, not sorry.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Interestingly enough, it only actually has one effect. It doesn't have an on-play effect or anything like that. But its climax combo is on-play discard a card to burn X plus 1, where X equals the level of the cost of the card you discarded. So
plus 1.
Plus 1. Yeah, X plus 1.
Yeah.
So it would be prudent of us to hold cost 0, 1, and 2, just so we have modular damage that we can go for depending on how on our opponent's damage situation there.
Yep. And what's really nice is that because you're running 8 door, any door climax that you trigger in the middle of your attack phase, you can use to grab another card of a specific level. So Hajime within the anime, he does have a pretty big arsenal of guns. I felt like that particular finisher is pretty representative of his arsenal, where he has like different guns for different situations.
Yeah.
Oh, finally came up. That's fine, I'll mute it.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm pretty excited. Let's get right into it.
Okay.
Alright. We're gonna see if it was a fluke last time. I'm gonna...
Every time that, for the past, 6 or 7 games, I presented Randall the first seconds, and he's always chose second. In the very last game, he presented me with the first second, and I chose second. So we'll see if it's just a matter of the person picking is always just choosing second.
Yep. All right.
Surely. Okay.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
I will break this curse of second always losing.
We'll see you guys next time on the Tressa's Collectibles channel.
Thank you guys for watching, and this has been another gameplay. This has been another coin flip video.
All right, let's see. I'll ditch 2.
Okay. I will pitch 4. Okay. Since I don't have my Resonance in hand yet, and since I do play 4 copies of the Brainstorm, we'll just try to find the level 3 as soon as possible.
Alright.
Okay.
Draw for turn. I guess the least useful card in my hand right now is this Ico level 0, so we'll clock that. Draw 2. And we're going to open with the card that we need in memory, which is the level 0 UA. Nice. So this is a on-play drop search, and also when she becomes reversed in battle, if I have 2 or less memory, I can put her into memory. Alright. I'm also going to play this level 0 Shea to my back row. While I can't use her act ability this turn, she does have another effect that says when I trigger a climax, I can discard a climax to look it up the top 2, choose up to 1 card from among them, add it to hand, and send the rest to waiting room. So if I trigger a Goldbar on this attack, I can discard it to look for something a little bit more useful. So we'll trigger it for 2.
Okay. 1, 2, he's good.
Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Alright, let's clock our level 3 climax to draw 2. Alright, feel like if I go aggressive and hit into level 1, he might just blast me. So maybe I want to take this a bit slower. Alright, so I'll start with a Unworthing Beliefs Hajime. This is the really cracked double rare that basically almost every Arifureta deck can run. On play and on death, I can pay 1 clock myself to salvage any Tortoise character. And then on play, he also gets 15, so he's at 3k. I'll back that up with another Hajime. This is a front level 0 assist, 15, and then also gives them can't side. And then also I can pay 1 sack itself, top check 4, add 1. So I'll just go with this. Hopefully he can't contest my Hajime next turn. Even if he does, I can activate his on death effect. Front for 1.
Yeah. Take the 1, and I will be sending this to memory.
Right, you go.
Draw for turn. We will clock this other UA. Draw 2. Okay. I'm going to start by playing Ico level 0. She has an on-play effect where I can clock a Tortoise character from my hand to look it up to 4 cards from the top of my deck, choose one of them, add it to my hand, send the rest to waiting room, and I do not have to show you, and I can add a card of any type. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add this, and then we will send the rest to waiting room.
Okay.
I'm going to follow up with a level 0 Hajime. On play, he'll gain 15, so I'll be able to contest your Hajime.
Hello, Hajime.
Also being 3k. I'll go ahead and use his on play effect. Pay 1, lock the top card of my deck, and then salvage. I'm going to salvage another UA.
Sure.
So we can get more memory.
More free compression.
But I'm not going to play this just yet. I think I might want to use the drop search effect on my next turn potentially. So instead what I'm going to play is this level 0 UA. This is a climax swap that would ordinarily allow me to sack a character and discard a climax to salvage a climax.
It's like another character,
Or sack another character, yeah. But right now I'm not in need of that, so I'm just going to use that as an attack.
Yeah, Hajime being on death and on play really allows you to be aggressive with your level 0 turn while not being in fear of kind of losing a bunch of resources, you know? So that's why one of the reasons why this card is so strong.
All right, so let's go. So I'm gonna start with direct attacks. So we'll go for the direct for 3.
Okay.
I want that.
3's good.
All right, now we'll go with the front for 1. I want to make it so that you have less options to know what you're leveling by hitting you past level 1. So we'll try to hit you exactly to level 1, and this will be for 1 damage.
Okay, 1's good. I'll level Hajime.
Okay. And then I'll direct attack with Aiko for 3. I want that too.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3's good. So Encore, turn players does go to waiting room first, so he activates his effect first.
I'm gonna not use this because I think I have a pretty good idea of how I'm going to use my stock in the next turn cycle, and it doesn't involve using this Hajime.
Now on my end, since I only attacked once last turn, I am in a fairly big stock crunch, so I have to decide if I want to just grab something here in my waiting room, or if I might want to save that stock for a brainstorm or a top check 4. My hand's not in the greatest of spots right now. I still need to find my resonance. Without my resonance, I can't really do anything. But my resonance is also not in here. And also my drop search is also in my waiting room, and I can't both salvage drop search and also drop search. Maybe the way to go is just to salvage the climax combo and hope I draw into the 3-2. It is a rather dangerous line. I'm going pretty all in on fighting the 3-2. But I don't really have anything else going for this hand right now. And if I try to bank on like something like a brainstorm, I still have to hit a brainstorm too, so I'm just going to use this effect. So pay 1, clock, and I'll salvage the 1-0.
Okay.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Draw. Alright, closer and closer to having everything be solved. As long as I can find the 3-2. Just gotta find the 3-2. Don't think I'll need... I'm gonna clock this 2k counter.
Okay.
Draw 2.
Yeah, that card is not really useful in a matchup where the biggest thing I'm attacking you with is 3k.
Exactly. Wow, we'll play a Hajime. That is an attacker, so he'll be 4-5. This is a rather sad state of affairs. Let's see, how do we recover? If I play this level 0 UA filter now, just to contest your character, I won't have it in the future for when I eventually draw my Resonate target to get me out of this terrible hand. But if I don't play that, then I just don't contest your hand. Don't contest your board and get a free +1. I also don't want to play my level 1 UE because I can't combo this turn. I feel like at this point I
mean, you could also just push this up as an attacker.
I could, but I also kind of want this as insurance to find my level 3 Hajime next turn. Because like I still don't have one in Wade Room either, so even if this goes to... Even if I get to activate his On Death effect, there's a high chance that there's no Hajime here. I also don't have ways... I think I probably just have to hope for finding the things I need in my next draws. At this point, I can't afford to hold on to this card and only attack once. I think I'll just fall too far behind in damage. So let's just go with this line. Considering if I want to play a climax or not, just to get it out of my hand. Maybe push some extra damage. Though he's 0 out. I'm not sure how likely this would affect much anyways. And if I can find another Yui next turn, then I can just use that as a discard fodder. I'm gonna play 1k1.
Okay.
Just to get it out of my hand. Alright. So, yeah, these are both just fronting for 2, so we'll just start here. Oh.
Another one.
Yeah. Am I paying this? How am I paying this climax out? I can pay 1 with this, I can pay 1 with this, and then if I find a brainstorm, I can grab that. Do I want a brainstorm here more than I want the level 0 UA? That's the question. I still have 3 brainstorms in my deck too. I think I'm gonna grab this UA instead.
Okay.
Okay, so that's for 2.
Take 2. We're leveling yellow. Oh. Okay, those were like that. Okay. So we're leveling yellow here. We need that for level 1.
Alright, and then we'll front here for 2.
1, 2. Take the 2. Alright.
Alright, here we go.
Draw for turn. We're gonna clock this Shea level 0. We already have the 1 copy we need. And we'll draw 2. Okay. So my plan this turn for as to how to pay out these in order to gain access to them is I'm going to brainstorm into Shea effect. So we'll start with the brainstorm. Pay 1, that'll pay out this copy of the 1/0. Mill 4. We hit 0. Okay. And then we'll follow up with the Shea effect. Pay 2. Discard a tortoise trait character. I'm going to discard another Shea that I drew. And then we salvage 2 characters with the same name. So we'll grab double UA.
Yep.
And then
triple UA.
It's time.
It's time.
So UA has 2 effects. One of them is an on-cancel climax combo. The other one is an on-cancel non-climax combo. So we can just go into that when you cancel.
Yeah.
So
if I cancel.
Ain't no way. All right. So
so I'm on 1/5 here.
dude, there's no way you take 10.
You think you just attack with one of the fronts first?
Yeah. We can't hit you to exactly level 2. That being said, I don't think it actually matters. The main second color that you're
I'm just gonna level
here
green
is
anyways,
the green,
so,
which you already have. So we'll just
It
go.
probably doesn't matter.
We'll just go with a front attack. So this is gonna be a front attack for.
Oh, please can't. Okay.
All right.
Please.
So when the damage is canceled, we're gonna bury the climax.
Oh, the climax is gone.
It's gone. That we're never seeing this ever again. Okay. So she has 2 on-cancel abilities. The climax combo is I can choose up to 2 characters from my clock, send them to stock, and then I can also top check up to 4 and add up to 1 character. I'm going to send, first of all, the Shea, because we just don't,
you really just need the 1 copy on your board, and that's it.
we don't need more Sheas. I'm not going to send these Hajimes because I do actually need these later for my late game because you want to marker them for the 3/2. So let's try to figure out what the next least useful card is. Probably Aiko at this point.
Yeah, because you do have 2 in Wait Room already, right? So
Yeah.
you just keep 1 around.
Yeah, and then we'll top check up to 4, add up to 1 from hand, add up to 1 character.
1/1 tortoise, yeah.
Yeah, so hold on. I just want to get a quick check of climaxes. So there's 1, 2.
Yeah, 2 soul, 2 soul. Top check 1, add 1.
Top check 1, add 1.
Yeah, there you go.
And then also on cancel, I can bounce this back.
And that is a separate effect from the climax combo.
Yeah. So that one would have happened even if I didn't have the climax in play.
Yeah.
So I just got +2 stock, +2 hand from 1 cancel. So really nice. Now that you canceled, let's go with the direct attack.
I'll cancel this one too.
All right, for 5.
All right, come on, come on. Daddy needs some cancels. Oh, let's go. You can have your cards in stock.
Always wrong order. Okay, what do or don't we need? Okay, well, I don't think I'm gonna be using that because my board is all just
Gonzos.
Yeah. The main reason I'm running this is mostly for, honestly, for Nazarick. I feel like the existence of an anti-change counter just allows you to just get like +3 when they side your board. And
yeah, I feel like in that matchup you could kind of just
I would not
leave
even
the
bounce
Yui
these.
up. You just get the stock, get the hand, and then just not bounce.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm afraid of my opponent's power lines in the Nazarick matchup anyway, because they're either going to have some wimpy level 0 or
Their
like,
shell tiers
will
are
like, be like in memory or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stock Kari and then anti-change.
Yep.
Or actually, no.
Anti-change and then, yeah, you don't need the anti-change.
Yeah. And then top check up to 4.
What?
1 card.
Yep.
And bounce.
Yep.
For Runt.
Am I gonna have a 3rd card live?
For 3. 3.
Alright. Wash this. Okay. Level. Well, probably won't play too many of this teal, so I'll level 1.
Alright, what am I stocking for this one? These are all...
Wait, I took it.
Oh, wait, no, that's right. That's right.
I took it!
That's right, that's right. Man, imagine if this card was that good.
Dude, at the end of attack, clean stock 2.
Alright, go ahead.
7 hand?
7 hand.
Alright, draw for turn.
I'm Bing chilling.
Alright, well that was honestly the best possible scenario. We canceled twice. I was not expecting to cancel twice, honestly, especially the 5. And we top deck our Hajime, so now everything's fine. We just need to refresh well, pay out this climax. How do we want to do that? Let's see if we have a level 1 climax combo left in our deck. I think there's one here too, so I think we're out. Well, Hajime level 0 on my board is kind of just chilling. I don't really need to use him for any particular reason. But I do need to pay a climax out. So hopefully I can pay 1 and just find the brainstorm. Alternatively, I could Akatsuki to start and see where that goes. I don't want to mill too many cards though, because I want to refresh with 1 card left in deck ideally after climax combo turn. So let's see where this leads first. So I will not clock, pay 1. Top check, brainstorm. That's not a brainstorm.
You wouldn't be able to add a brainstorm, even if you.
Oh, it's the level 1 or higher?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Alright, how many cards do we have? We're only comboing once, because we have 3 climax combos in here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we have 4 cards left. I could, let's see. I'll just stop and grab the teal actually.
Okay.
And then I'll play the UA, and I forgot to use this effect last turn, but it wouldn't have it doesn't really matter. I can send a character to memory and they come back in a position of their choosing, but no, it doesn't affect anything. I'm gonna push this climax to top check.
Another copy of the boy. Where's the brainstorm?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully I can mill the climax. Okay, so we'll mill the last time.
Hopefully I can mill the client. Oh.
Alright, these cards, we'll just drop 3 too.
Okay.
Alright, can't super efficiently do things. I'm gonna play this assist, and that's gonna pay out our climax. This is a front 15 to all of our tortoise. On play, I can also pay 1 discard one to search my deck for any door, but we won't need that. I'll play the UA. I'll place the slot here, just so these are 3k against his 1/0s, which are also 3k. I don't expect this to die if he's always just gonna constantly, plus 2 soul me. I do want to kill that without dying, though. Actually, that's kind of awkward.
Right, I mean, if you're playing a door, then
oh yeah, I am playing door. Yeah, no, this is fine. All right, 1k1 with the level 1 climax combo. I will resonate. to reveal top, add to hand. I don't need this. And then blind stock 1.
Yeah.
Alright, going to attack. We have 4 cards left in the deck. Let's front 4k. Front? Maybe I'll trigger. I'll direct. Direct for 4.
Cancel.
Okay. Then we'll direct for 4.
Whoa, there's no way. Okay.
And all my resonance targets. And front. 4-3.
Cancel.
Cool. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have 4 and we're doing?
I'm gonna 3-stock this
Okay.
because I can.
Yep.
Stand and draw.
So we know that one climax is still at the bottom of his stock, but where are the others?
Alright, so here's the plan. I'm gonna no clock.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put these back here on the board.
Yes.
I'm going to hope you cancel my first attack, and I'm gonna mill the last climax.
Okay.
Into my refresh.
Yeah.
Okay. +2 soul. Second verse, same as the first. Alright. We'll just go here first, I think. I'll front for... Dang it.
Alright. Well, if I take it, then I'm level 3, right?
Yeah?
Okay. Refresh.
Oh no, I'm swinging for 5. Oh no.
Oh no. Alright, refresh 8.
Yeah.
Very spooky.
This is basically just what this deck does. You just use these, you use the climax swaps, of which we run many copies of, and then you just slam jam every turn.
Refresh point. 2. Cancel.
Okay, so... stock first.
Stock 2 first.
Alright, you can go back. This can go in. So these two,
Yep.
I'll add early play. I'll bounce this back. How much do I care about actually killing these?
Five in room?
4.
4. 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna side.
Okay.
Side for 3.
It's missing 1 to Goldbar, 3 2 soul?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I will finish. I will wait for your refresh to finish.
Yeah, I'm gonna side because, like, well, my hand's full, so I'm definitely not bouncing this back to hand, even if I do cancel.
Yeah.
So the plan is just to not open my lane for more damage.
Okay.
3.
2, 3. 3's good.
This is like slightly awkward because I have no waiting room. So, and you have to stock before
Yeah.
the top check 4. Side for 4.
Okay. 1. You're not gonna work. Okay. Cancel.
Okay.
Top
no
check.
stock. Top
No
check.
Top check. Yep.
I'll top check.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll just take this, and then
It's as if you bounce back.
I'm gonna ditch this for my overhand.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Dozo shimasu.
I will shimasu. Draw for turn. Well, none of my guys died. I'm gonna heal so I don't die. Alright, so early play teal, 2 or less climaxes, -1 level. On play, or on attack, if I have 4 or more, she gets 3k. And then during this card's battle, when damage dealt to me is not cancelled, she gets 4k because she's an M.
Did you heal?
I did not heal.
Okay.
Let's... Sure, let's do that.
It was really interesting the first time I watched Arifureta because, like, it's Yoko Hikasa, and I didn't realize it was Yoko Hikasa at first because she just sounds so depraved.
So there was another line in which I could have not played the teal healer, By playing the Teal Healer, it locks me out of being able to play another copy of the 2/1 UA and then play double Hajime for Climax combo, but I'm kind of just afraid of him smacking me this next turn, so I want to just heal. And if I have to live with just one UA burner, then so be it.
Okay, would you rather be like this, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
like that. Or would I?
I don't know. Would you rather crash or...
I feel like I would rather you just direct me.
Okay.
I think? Well, 2. If you direct me for 4s, how upset would I be? Direct me for 4s and 5s. Nah, that seems kind of spooky. Let's do that so we don't give you a side target. That's definitely what I should do. Then, do I want to crash or not? I think... Let's see. 3, 3... If you trigger... Yeah, I'll crash.
Okay.
Okay. So, we will put this here so we can get to 3k against your 3k. And then we'll start with... We'll start with a direct, I guess. For 2.
Cancel.
Okay.
How did I cancel?
Front. Plus 3k. 4, 3.
Whoa!
Huh? Interesting. I still want to do damage though. I don't think there's really any point in locking you out of level 3.
Out of level 2?
Or level 2. Oh my god, you're level 1! Oh, I'm so behind.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I thought you were level 2. Front! Salvage.
I did Scooby-Doo.
Dude, I'm living in Wonderland, man. I thought you were 2/4. I'll salvage Hajime.
Okay, take 1.
Yeah.
Is this ever a 3-stock again?
Why not, right?
Yeah, I'm a 3-stock it. Alright. Stand and draw.
You can also have an easier time paying out the climax.
Alright, let's clock this drop search. Draw 2. I'm gonna brainstorm. Hit. Whoa, huh?
How?
Okay. I'm going to... I'm gonna start collecting these.
Yeah.
So I'll grab this.
Do we got a climax swapper in our sights?
I've got so much hand. But I do have a climax swap. So we will sacrifice the brainstorm. Discard a climax. Get back 2 soul.
Yes.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 1 left in my deck. How did I cancel twice hit brainstorm? Oh my god.
No, and then if I cancel, he could just mills through the rest of his deck. Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
How do I want to pay that out though? I think we just mill through the rest of the deck anyway. Brainstorm again. Alright, let's pay this out.
Yeah.
Okay. Go!
Yes.
1k1. Okay. My last climax is a gold bar. I'm pretty down to trigger it. Because that means I have my gold bar. Alright. Where first? Let's go 3 first. Front. Front. For 3.
1, 2. Cancel.
It's time for more stock. All right. Send these Hajime. I might want this one because this one salvages a climax. I don't need Shea. Okay.
Yep.
And
Top check up to 4. More of the same.
I'll check 1. All right, Hajime. And I'll bounce this.
Yes.
Direct. Goldbar.
1, 2, cancel.
Oh,
Stock. Where's my stock swap?
well, I don't need these anymore because I have it. And I will not look up to 4.
Yeah.
And I will not bounce.
Yes.
So you're small. Front.
And small.
Front. 4-3.
1, 2, 3. Level. Level. Oh, level is 2-1.
Okay, I am overhand
Yes.
by 1, so I will ditch a Hajime.
Okay. I will not activate the on-death effect. And then draw for turn. I don't have a brainstorm.
That would appear to be the case.
Correct. What shall we do here? How are the cards I need always escaping my grasp? There wasn't a brainstorm memo in my waiting room when I triggered a door. Afraid of clock. Jazz is taking more damage. I probably should have just salvaged another Akatsuki last turn instead of another Hajime. That was definitely a mistake. All right.
Off the door.
Let's think. Can I see your waiting, please?
Sure.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do... I'm just going to play some Hajimes. Like we mentioned before, he does not have an on-play effect. But he's a guy that has 2 soul. And then behind the assist, he's 11-5. Hopefully he won't be able to contest these even with his early play UAs. And then we're just gonna try to deal some amount of damage this turn. Alright, let's front. 4-2. I really wish I had stock swap, but it is not the case.
Well, I was originally going to level this UA because I wanted this Hajime to fall in my waiting room, but we just have another Hajime here, so we're just going to level this one. 4-2.
Yep.
Okay.
And then direct. 4-3.
Take 3.
Alright. Do I believe he's going to take a 2 or 3? I feel like I kind of just want to stick a 1. I'll side. I want to try to hit any damage as much as possible, and siding for less damage gives me a higher percentage chance. Side. I triggered a Hajime door. 4 stock. cancel with... Okay. This time I'll be a good boy.
Okay.
Grab a Katsuki. Okay.
Take one.
Here you go.
Stand and draw. One, two, three, four, five, six. Hit myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll tell you one thing. We're definitely going up.
Hajime Mashite.
Clock. Draw 2. First thing I'm gonna do is play Aiko Sensei.
Yes.
Because I want to get more copies of the 3-2 in my waiting room, because there's currently 2 still in my deck. I'm going to clock myself with this, and then look it up to 4.
Yeah, with such a compressed deck, very likely you will just be able to find what you need or mill what you need.
Okay, I have an idea now. I'm going to take this, dropping these. I'm going to use her second effect. On play, I can stock a card from my hand. So I'll stock this, and then I'm going to brainstorm, paying this out, and then I'm going to hit some climaxes, and these are both shares.
Well, you'll be able to get what you need either way, so it should be fine.
Dude, how are those both shares? Okay, I'm gonna get... My deck is gonna be so small, man. This is not okay. I don't want soul triggers, so I'm going to grab this. I'll grab these 2.
Yep.
And then instead of Hajimeing myself, I'm gonna play At the Bottom of the Abyss to look it up to 4, choose up to 1, add it to my hand. This goes to the bottom. And then I will play another one. And this
you had 2?
Yeah. And then this time I'm gonna go both cards remaining in the deck, so I can grab the Shea, and then this will force me to refresh, so I level up, and we're gonna start blasting.
I'm dead. Whoa, where'd you get 2? I was like, alright, this guy discarded 2 for Mulligan. He didn't keep any on the first refresh, and I'm dead.
You are dead. Yeah, these just came to my hand. Refresh points. Level green. This goes to the bottom. Alright, let me count real quick. So I need these 3 plus 3 discards.
3 Sheas, 3 discards, the climax, and then any extra stock you have for the burner.
Yeah, so I need...
You need 6
starting
stock to triple restand.
So
any extra stock would be for burn 2s or burn 1s.
So here's 6. So here's 6, and here's the rest.
So you can burn 1 twice.
Two hand left.
Oh, do you have Hajime's in waiting room?
I have one in my hand. So I'm off by 1 stock. Dang. If I had 1 more stock, what I could do is I could use Shea's effect, discard Hajime, get these 2 back, and then triple resend, triple burn 1. But I'm off by 1. But I still need to do this anyway because I need to get...
Hand?
Do I? No, because if I just don't play one of these burn ones, then I'm like fine. So it's like, it's whatever. Can I check waiting room?
Sure.
Oh yeah. I would also want to potentially account for memory kick counter. If you were to memory kick one of my Sheas, then that would mean that I lose 1 restand, but it's also 1 less card that I need in my hand to actually do the thing. You are just out 6 already. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. What I think I will I think what I will do is I'm just going to... Yeah, we'll just go for more burn ones, I think.
Sure.
So I will pay 2, discard this, salvage 2 cards with the same name. And then I could just go for... I could just go for 2 restands, it's fine. More burn ones, more funny. Alright, so I'll play Shea. On play, I summon a character from my hand and give it 2k power. So we will summon...
Another one.
And then we will summon...
Another
one. And then we will summon... Not another one. Yue's effect will activate on play. Markering Hajime underneath her to burn 1.
Burn 1.
And then... play one more and then just go... Nah, we'll just do this. This is fine. This is fine. I kind of miscalculated, but it's fine. Alright. You're just dead. Okay. So we will front for 3. 3.
Okay. I will memory counter.
Yeah.
1. Cancel.
Alright, this goes to memory. We will front for 3.
Where's my other memory counter? We only run 1. There's my stock swap.
End of attack. Pay
Yes.
3. Discard 1. Stand. Front for 3.
1, 2, 3. I'm dead.
Okay.
1 left.
And that was definitely a game.
Yeah. I feel like... While that definitely showcased like the strength of like the consistency of the +2 soul, it also goes to show the importance of stock swap in the current meta. It's like I had no chance of winning without a stock swap, and I just couldn't find it. I think this deck also kind of had a low roll for how consistent like all the ratios are, because you basically just run like 4 of everything, but like I just couldn't find the things I needed at the right times.
Yeah, it's like 4 Hajime, 4 Brainstorm, 4 of the Akatsuki one.
And then I opened 4 characters and a Uedor, and I pushed my Brainstorm because I needed to find my 3-2, and I just never found my 3-2. And then because her Climax combo was on attack top check ad, I just didn't really have good selection. And then on the second deck rotation, when I did trigger a door, I didn't have a Brainstorm in Waiting Room, so I just couldn't get a Brainstorm like all game. That was like kind of awkward. Probably just chalk it up to some below average luck, but I do think that, generally speaking, your game probably shouldn't go as bad as this one did, but I probably also could have played a bit more optimally. It's hard to say though. I'm not sure where the lines could have been different. Maybe I think one thing was like I just didn't realize that you were still level 1, so I probably would have done a different line if I realized that, but I don't think that would have affected the outcome that much. It's really hard to lock you out of level 3 because you just have so many ways to clock yourself. Like that's one of the reasons why Hajime is just so powerful.
Yeah, just be like, I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna kill him, and then I'm gonna do it again. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show, it's like, oh, if they take the 4 or 5, I'm chilling. If they cancel, I like +3.
Yeah.
So, really consistent back row there.
Yeah, this card is just so good for allowing you to secure the copies of the level 1 combo, and it also just happens to be like the best green to slash for this, because there's not a whole lot of green in the deck. That is the reason why we're running for this card though, because this card is just like so good as one of your 2 back row pieces alongside the Brainstorm.
Yeah.
And,
you want to explain to people why you're playing the Yue Climax Swapper compared to the Shea?
In this particular
in that deck, yeah.
Yeah, so the thing about this deck is that if things go right, you're able to just amass so much hand that I think that most people run like 2 to 4 copies of this. While the stock is nice while the ability to pay stock is like fine considering how much stock you build, I think that the main constraint for running this particular card has to do with specifically like the turn that you're going into the level 1 combo. You want to be able to utilize your stock for other things like the Shea and the Kaori that allow you to secure these. And then because these ones don't have flexibility in their cost, like they can only pay stock, I think that you have to make the concession in the climax swap choice, which is this one.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then apart from that, just with the amount of hand that you're able to potentially gain through using this combo, it just makes more sense to use this. You're totally fine with killing a character. Even if you don't go up to like max hand size or like over hand size, if you can just build like 5 billion stock, then like if they can't do anything about it, then it's like okay. But like your hand size, you can always play with like 5 or 6 cards in hand.
Right.
So yeah, that is basically how the deck functions. You just want to play these, and then these are like your main 3 tools. And then this is a card that I thought was an interesting card to play in the deck. Its effect is on play. You can pay 2, sack one of your other characters to salvage an event or climax. Like 90% of the time, it's going to be a climax. For those times where you just did not get any climax and you can't even climax swap to it, it's like, yeah, sure, I'm down to pay 2 hit myself to...
Yeah, it's like that or this, right?
Yeah, this one's climax, also really good. And then this deck just naturally has so many ways to hit yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get locked anywhere in this deck.
Yeah, definitely a great boon for that. Like that Hajime presents so many issues about like having like lines to try to force your opponent into a certain position because you can just always get out of that position. So super strong card. You also built this particular deck. Did you have anything in particular, any thoughts in particular when you were assembling this 8-door deck?
I think that the deck is pretty straightforward. Some of the ratios at first may seem a little bit strange. Like, for example, I think the 4 Tio is the one that I questioned the most at first. And then it made more sense when you realize that, one, the deck doesn't have any healer on its climax combo, or like really any healer besides that, right? You have like a top check, or not a top check burn, on play burn, and then your climax combo doesn't actually heal. So this makes sense as the healer, but also the fact that there's not a lot of green, and the fact that you do want to have a pretty even spread of costs in the deck. That is another reason.
You play a lot of 2-1s?
Is there's quite a few 2-1s, but also the two copies. The 2 copies of the Teal 1/1 was also another ratio that I found interesting. Some people I've even seen are running 3 copies of the card,
depending on the meta, right?
In particular, one deck that I do think that this deck would have been quite strong against had it not just gotten hit on the restriction list is Sword Art, with the ability to use a level 1 memory anti-change bomb in conjunction with cards like the level 0 Brainstorm, which allows you to buff 2k every time you send an opponent's character to memory. I think that has good potential to just mess with Alice. Like, you can send 2 of their Alices, 1 or 2 of their Alices to memory, and then it's like, well, you only have 2 Alices now, but now they actually only have 2 Alices now. So, but then the buff that you get from the Brainstorms is substantial, on top of the fact that removing 1 Alice from the board also makes the other ones weaker. There are parts of this deck that I found to be very interesting on paper, and I would definitely love to try to lab this deck a little bit more. I think it has some pretty good potential.
Yeah, I think from my perspective, at least just surface level, I think for the important cards that you really need to grab, if you had a matchup where it's like a matchup specific thing or like a situation specific thing, you really need to play more than one. One of the problems I had was because the level 1 climax combo is just top check add. You don't have selectivity, so you're kind of relying on triggering doors or hitting brainstorms.
Right.
Moreover, this card blind stocks. If I blind stock this, it's over. So like I just can't grab it. So in decks where like you have perfect access to all zones and perfect information and everything, and you have really good selectivity, I think you can play just like one of your like important things. But I think in this particular build, I would probably consider running 2 Just because if one gets lost, I can't get it, you know. So
Right.
And I also don't know if it's got lost because like I'm blind stocking so much, you know. So that's something I would consider. But I do like that there are a lot of cost 2s and cost 1s, so I can go for the modular damage. Everything else seems pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I think the other thing that I was also considering in the deck building process was probably more drop search. But the thing is, I feel like the room is so hard to find.
Yeah, because like I was having a lot of issues because I couldn't get a way to find Hajime from deck.
Right.
Right, because like you have all these cards that rely on either this needs to hit Brainstorm, this only grabs from Waiting Room, this does nothing without Hajime, and then we run one drop search, which I just lost in like the first turn. So like I had no way to grab Hajime. So I think if we wanted to be like even a bit more safe than we currently are with just running 4s of everything, we could consider running more drop search. The drop search is also just an independently good card in a deck that basically only salvages. This is one of the only cards that can search, and then you can also get that small compression going, you know. So I would probably consider more ways to grab things from deck, like a drop search, and also definitely more copies of cards, which we always need to find if we need to, like the Climax Swap. Outside of that, I think the deck is pretty solid.
Yeah, I think the hardest decision to make from that point would be what to cut, because like you can't realistically cut just like one of these for like the same reason that like we want to add a second copy of those, right?
I feel like you can probably make a justification for like you can run like 3 healers, or maybe you can like you can probably, where is that card? You can probably cut not that this. That's what I think. That's kind of like a flex spot, right? Depending on the meta, you could have perhaps also cut a counter if you don't think you can protect your 1055s. So probably just more things to add to the consistency of getting your setup going, rather than trying to have some more tech slots. Because I think we already have a good amount of tech slots here for dealing with like the major matchups. So something you guys can consider when you guys are trying to build your own 8-door deck. Hopefully this deck can give you a nice starting point. But yeah, I think that's about it. Any final words before we move on to our next match?
I think that's pretty much it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be featuring this 2-soul deck. It is our featured deck for the deck profile. Coming up, we will be putting it against another meta contender. So hopefully you guys will look forward to that. Until next time, this has been Mike and Randall on the Tressa Collectibles channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.